So part 2, 6. There's a ton of eggs here, and I'm just taking them off because I've got another project I need to work on. But rodent ate the eggs. We're still waiting for the Instapots. Let me go dispose of these real fast. And I know yours are all thinking, but it's not time for it. You're right, but we like to decorate. So with this being part 2, that is still running because I think I put cold water instead of room temp water in there. It's time for some iced coffee. I had coffee this morning. I gotta make it till the 2nd, which is next Monday, the 1st, next Monday. So I think I've got enough creamer and enough, if not, I'll use milk and sugar if I have to. I think I've got enough to last. I need ice. Let's go get some ice. And I gotta dump some recycle. I'll probably take my recycle in this week too. I haven't really decided what I'm gonna do. Let me think what day is Michelle home with me? I might actually just wait and do it this Wednesday or Thursday. It smells really good in here. I didn't put enough coffee in here. And I've tried adding regular coffee and this together. It's a bad idea. But I'm waiting for my Instapot to do its thing. Oh, dropped the lid. I'm loving my iced coffee. I get ice. The bag of ice I purchased last actually did a really good job. And I actually can't even get my lid on. Since there's nothing on TV. Woo! What I'm working on right now. He's open this one. Is making a poster that looks like a zoo. And I don't think me and my husband predicted that these things would bend like they did, so they bent. So I'm gonna have to put something heavy. It looks like a jail, and Michelle has made, get something. She's made ocean creatures, and what we're gonna do is make it so they're in, like a zoo. So I'm gonna glue these down and put something heavy on them because he wanted to use liquid glue. I'm going with what he wanted, and then this will go on the wall eventually for her. Let me see if I can find a heavy book. I'm trying to think if I have a heavy book anywhere. So I'm just grabbing some books to weigh this down so it actually will do its job. But I'm going to have to do some parts because this is foam, this is poster board, that's paper. Let's see what happens. The Instapot is working. Let's see if I can show you guys what happens in the next few minutes. But It's been one of those days. It's Sunday and it's like almost 4 o'clock, so almost time for the local news. I'm determined to get my whole house picked up and cleaned up and laundry done. Let's see. There it is, the pile of clothes I have to do. And that's not even all of it. So at least I got the eggs off my thing. We've got Easter baskets, and I didn't realize that I already had Easter baskets. I bought the girls new ones. So we'll see what happens. The girls each have their own. I need to get some letters that symbolize their names to put on their Easter baskets. And it's steaming, so while we're waiting, let's clean the fridge. Since I'm standing here. The fridge isn't too bad. I did clean out some things already. I already took care of things that are edible and not edible. Those are dead. Doug hasn't been eating the produce and stuff the way he should. That's a tomato I just cut up for him today. That has been there longer than I'm willing to admit. So, we've got a little bit of produce, a little bit of fruit left. See, they're gonna get, one of them, somebody's gonna get stuck eating applesauce, and I don't know which person it is yet, but I have a feeling it's gonna end up being Doug, and he's not gonna love me for it. These are done. We had soup and nobody ate it. My life as a mom. More bread. This is homemade bread, so we'll have to finish that this week. I think a roast beef. I had more iced teas than I thought. Fruit cups, so we're not totally in dire need of stuff. But we got to go through what we have. That's a little bit of chili con queso left. Some meat thawing. These are still really good. I mean, I've got a lot of stuff in here that's still presentable as food. I got a lot of, we started our week out with a lot of tortillas, and we're back down to yeah, not as many, but the marinara sauce has been there a week. So, and I've got tons of butter, and I don't know, I think it's because I was making cookies. And my fridge is going, hi, you left me open. Give it a few minutes. I'm still waiting for the Insta pot. That lasagna shouldn't have taken that long, but we'll see. Buy that one. March 5th. People aren't eating the yogurts they're getting, and it's gonna make mommy not buy yogurt. March 12th. Nope. I'm not saying that I've been much of a better sport about eating, but I've got April 6th here on mine. April 6th. April 6th. See, mine lasts a little longer than theirs did. April 6th. April 6th. Okay. So, Doug has been complaining that there hasn't been enough in here to drink. And yet, there's hardly any cranberry juice. He could be drinking that. So, I think we're going to go move things around and put that in the Ziploc bag. Ah, there's the 5-minute timer, so let's see if I can get everything I need to get done. It did it again. I've had 3 bags in the last, either have a hole in them or go through it. And with this Velveeta, what I'll do is when Michelle decides that she wants just noodles, which she does frequently, I'll just dump some of this in her noodles. And we're doing pretty good. I mean, we're going to be short on meals for me to take to work, but guess what? That's why I take a hot lunch. Just means I have to take a hot lunch a couple days a week, that's all. I don't particularly mind taking my lunch, but it's not always my favorite thing to do, because then I have to keep it hot, because we don't have a microwave, because where we are at, our office doesn't have a microwave right now. And I'm not using the community one because it's dirty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine these two, because Doug was like, oh yeah, I love this stuff, and I'm just like, I don't, yeah. Spilling juice on the floor, and I'm just in my socks today. What's that? So there's that. So Doug has been complaining there's nothing to drink. Well, guess what? It's time to fill the fridge up with things he wants to drink. And that means starting with the water. We have bottled water for purposes. Our water guy's coming this weekend. I'm gonna just ask him for a case of water. Because he's that kind of guy. So I'm going to fill these up with for Doug. There's iced tea in there. I'm going to grab an extra couple Gatorades. Some juice. These Doug likes. So. You guys saw me haul these a couple weeks ago. So I'm going to open these up. And they're going to be for Doug. And I'm going to have to mark them so I can tell him what. It's all different flavors. This is the green berry rush. See that? Oh, it's green, all right. I will do a purple one because Doug likes purple. He likes the grape one. And then I will probably do one of the blue ones. He's been drinking. And they're just little Hawaiian Punch. I just squeezed that one. That was my hand. So there's that. This is the berry one. This is Berry Tycoon, and he's had this one, I think, earlier this week. So there's that one. There's that one. I mean, I know he likes this purple one, which is nasty. It tastes like grape to me. I got exactly 1 minute for that to dings. And I gotta grab a few juice boxes for Michelle because it's becoming that time of the week. I'm gonna take a couple of Doug's monsters with me. So those 2 monsters can go. I got 1 in there, 2, 3, 4 monsters. That's fine. That should be plenty of that for him. And I'm actually looking under my daughter's. We have a storage. I make this a storage compartment under here. If you guys have ever seen in this entirety, my 5-year-old's bed has become a storage unit, and sometimes I just don't know what to do. I'm wearing some funky leggings today just because I can. I don't have anything that really matches it, so 2 grape can come out, and 2 can sit. 2 fruit punch can sit, because I just gotta make it to the end of next week. And these are primarily for her lunches. Like, she's got some juice there. I'll make those ones sit. That's an additional week. I do have to pull out Gatorade for Doug. So let me move these over. And I have to get coffee out. So while I'm getting everything ready, it beeped, and you let it sit for a few minutes. So this whole tray is becoming full. And once I get done shopping for the month, I'll be able to restock all this up. So, I'm going to add some of my stuff to the pile here. And Michelle's drinks may not all fit in her area, so we'll see what fits in her area. This can go under the bed. Ugh, mom style. So, let's see if I can put this there. I'm hoping that I fit right there. This is recycle, so it'll go out in the recycle. I gotta fill up my... So kind of like, I tend to clean and do stuff this time of the month because it's easier to get things done. So, as I'm gonna pull my recipe out, hold on. The recipe will tell me what I'm supposed to do, and I totally forgot. I closed it. I've made that one. So we're gonna do a quick release, which means I'm gonna pop it open and stir in the ricotta cheese and the mozzarella. First, we're gonna put these things there so Doug doesn't complain. Doug's monsters may not all fit in here. Oh, they won't. Actually, they won't. Michelle's juice boxes. So I put these in there. She drinks them when she gets home from school some days, or Doug takes one to work with him. These are mine, and they'll go in applesauce. The monsters I'll put in the pantry, and these will go in here just to get cold. Here we go. And I still have space for other things in there. I might move things around. That's recycle. Goes over there. So, now it's time to quick release this. So, I don't touch it because I'm not going to get burnt. Ready? And what we're waiting for is the pan to drop, and we'll hear it drop. And sometimes this takes a long time. It just, you know, whenever. It says the cost for this whole thing of ricotta. I'm going to go by color and by what our family likes to eat. Let's see if I can do it this way without the light. There we go. No glare. Right? It's a lot better. The light up there needs a cover, and I just don't want to go get one. Because eventually this house we'll fix it up and make it a rental. It's recycle week, and I gotta get all my recycles out and all the trash out. You hear how it slowed down? Let's see if you can see this. Wait for it. You see the steam coming off of it right there? It's hot. And we're waiting for the pin that's right here to drop down. There it goes, as I said it. It's still bubbling, so and I still have to put that away, so. So let's do this together. I did turn it. And the fact that it didn't really make a big mess, but I don't want a super big mess on there. This is it's like all rice cookers have it also. And I don't want the water in my on my counter. So it'll drip just like like the rice did. So my spoon, ooh, it's hot. It's very, very hot. And these noodles look so good with it. I'm going to show you guys before I do anything. So here's what it looks like. Oh yeah. So I'm doing a lot of pre-recording this week because that's just how I feel this week. Yeah, I'm going to put the whole thing of ricotta in there, ricotta, whatever you want to call it, however you say it. Everybody says it differently. That's ricotta to me. And we have to mix. And I'm going to continue to mix until this is all mixed into good. Gives it a totally different texture and a different creaminess. And being Italian, I love the look of it. So now I'll show you guys what it looks like with the sauce in there. So that's with the ricotta in there. And I still have to add cheese to it, but I'm not going to do the cheese right now. I'm going to actually get ready to dump this. I'm actually going to ladle this into a pan. I'm actually going to ladle into this and then put cheese over it, and I'm going to put some in a bowl. And the reason I'm doing this, once I get this ladle, is because I'm going to end up using this as part of a freezer meal, cancel, and I'm using this for our meals this week. So we'll see how full I get this pan. Now they got a layer in there. And I've done this before. I'm trying to figure out where I can lay this spoon, because this spoon's it's got a mind of its own. I'll hold it right there. I only use mozzarella cheese for this, so I'm going to put my hand in and grab some mozzarella cheese. Ooh. And we love cheese, so I'm just going to continue to... And I'll give us enough for me and Doug to have this for lunch or dinner. I might take this for leftovers to eat. So I'll stick with that. It's enough for me and him, I think, the two of us. He doesn't question my cooking. If you guys didn't know, I was married before, and he questioned everything I did, and I got tired of being questioned, and when he decided that he didn't want to be married to me anymore, I started cooking the way I felt that I wanted to cook. Enough to that my great grandmother would be proud of me. Let's have it right here. So that did all that soupy goodness. And I did get my pot holder dirty, which my mom makes them, so it's not a big deal. I can put in the washer. So here's all my crazy goodness going on top. It'll probably melt between now and the time